Hello and welcome to DDOCaSplat. We're a static group on Khyber, like to challenge ourselves. We're starting back at 15, so this ought to be a lot of fun. We got a new party dynamics. We have a bear tank. This is exciting.
Yay!
And
You did go
tiefling.
bear tank. Cool.
Nice. I have one of those too that shows the belly button.
Well, the armor is actually the same armor I had before. So it's not.
But it's a cosmetic.
Yes, it is a cosmetic. It's definitely a cosmetic. But it's the same one I was running before, just the female version now. Because, I don't know. The tieflings, I'm kind of with Arcot, the tieflings are kind of meh in the cosmetic department, but at least, like, the lipstick adds a little color to their face.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
What?
You're talking about lipstick? Come on,
They have
man.
no eyebrows. I realized when I was making this character, that's why I'm not really a fan of the tieflings. It's because they literally have no eyebrows. It's horns instead of eyebrows.
Now,
really?
let Patrick show his feminine side if he wants to.
I feel like you should be able to have both, though.
Yeah, I do too. It's part of the problem.
Is everybody here?
Maybe?
Where are we going first?
And hold. We're ready to go in here, dude.
Yeah, well, I'll be there momentarily. I just have to get a couple of potions here. I'm right by Giant Hilda, so go ahead. Where am I headed?
Cabal for one. Say that.
Sounds fair.
Let's see, which cloak am I wearing this week? It's got a
Have you
unicorn
made
on it.
through all 13?
No. Orion.
I have the what's it called again? The Scarlet Scale Cloak. Different.
I went the full Sharn route here.
What's that?
Well, just about every piece of equipment I have is Sharn equipment,
Oh,
except
nice.
for I have the Ring of the Jinn and the Pale Green Iron Stone. The only two things that are not Sharn originated.
I'm actually using mostly the iconic tiefling gear because I didn't really have a lot of gear for this kind of a character at this level.
Well, I'm sure you'll all appreciate this, and well, except for maybe Anna and Monica, but and probably most of the viewers. I was passing a kidney stone today, so I did not go to work,
Nice.
and
Wow.
spent the entire day farming for.
Poor guy. Oh man, that sucks.
And pain can be measured in millimeters.
My
I get them every
condolences.
3 or 4 years, so not surprised.
I haven't had
Gave
one since
up-
I went to a low salt diet.
Gave up soda years ago, and that was primarily one of the reasons.
Yeah, he doesn't drink enough
'Cause,
water, so that's why he.
I have relatives that drink soda like crazy, and they have kidney stones all the time. All right, let's take this new sorcerer out for a spin here.
And for anyone wondering, yes, this is DDOCaSplat. No, we are not playing on the hardcore mode.
Oh, that doesn't
Oh, no,
start
that
till the
was just
16.
I feel like we wouldn't get very far.
Did I
No.
read correctly that you have to start a new character
Yep.
on that server?
Yep.
Okay.
And everybody starts at level 1. And they just announced this afternoon that there will be an entry barrier that you cannot go into a quest if you're more than 4 levels above the quest level. So
Oh,
going up to 20 and then farming your favor is not an option.
Even in epics?
Oh, they didn't make a distinction between the two, so I'm gonna go with yes.
That's a little iffy.
It raises the ante a little bit, doesn't it?
You want the giant relic? The great hobgoblin says.
And then of course there's I think the funny part about the whole thing is like I understand the hey, I'm not liking this. I'm concerned about server populations dropping, which is totally understandable. But all the people are like, well, this makes the rules too easy or too hard or this, that, other thing. It's like making the rules. Like, what's the matter? Like, it's too hard to do it that way. You can't do favor that way. Like, yes, so it's supposed to be hard.
There's a lot of old games that have just what the hardcore-ish thing.
Yeah.
New. That's not new in the MMO world.
I mean, you die, you're out, and we all die sometimes.
Everybody dies eventually.
Yeah.
I'm really curious. Like, I'd love to see a number. Or like, this is how many characters died on the hardcore server. I think that would be really interesting to know. Hang on, where is...
Sounds like they track all that data. I mean, I don't think that's anything new.
I think they do. Oh, where is the button that I'm looking for?
Who's the rogue? Oh, there we go.
Cooldowns. Sorry, I'm trying to
Who is
find the...
Shears is the rogue. That's right, because she's better than us. That sort of stuff, or at least better than me.
Oh, the one that I was laughing at is people are saying, well, why not just lock Shroud? Because Shroud has a mechanic where you just die.
But then you couldn't make any green steel. That'd be locking out green steel.
Not disarm that one?
No, you can't.
No, you can't disarm that
trap.
And I just lagged back into it.
Worth it.
But I don't know. I thought that was kind of funny that, like, well, why are you leaving it in there? Like, well, it's hardcore mode. Like, if
It's gonna be tougher than people think, I think.
Who would be playing on hardcore mode would choose to
Shroud.
play the Shroud and not know that that's a mechanic. That was kind of where I was at. Like,
Yeah, I mean, if you make it to level 15, 16, 17 in hardcore, you should probably have enough, prior knowledge to just know you're going to die there. Would that really wipe your character from the server? I wonder if they could just
well,
wipe
they don't
the
wipe.
mechanic.
They put you in this like penalty box apparently.
It's like
Yeah,
you
they say,
can't do anything with them.
You can transfer them off of that server to another server.
Which is
Yeah,
cool,
so if you
because,
were a
you get
dope
the-
and spend money on tomes, you could basically still use. The real
yeah.
question is how much of the store is going to be available. That's the real question.
I think
Yeah,
more
'cause
than
if
most
you
people
get
will
plus
think or would want. That's kind of my guess.
Absolutely.
Because, look, at
In
the end of the
order to
day,
break the top 100.
well, at the end of the day, they're a business, and they're
about
looking
making
for ways to, they're looking to generate revenue. Is this
As
a
they
cash grab?
should. I love this game.
I think they're trying something, right? That's fine.
I think they're trying two things. People still play in permadeath guilds, and it's another chance to tweak one rule in the game, and that's that you can be resurrected.
Well,
And
one thing I've really noticed about Sev is he loves changing the meta. Like, you listen to him in interviews, and pretty much every one of his interviews, he'll say something to the effect of, we wanted to change the meta. We wanted to make players think differently or approach the game differently, give them a different challenge.
When the most effective tactic available stays the same for years, it gets stale.
It
I mean,
can.
It's
The
just
last
true.
conspirator falls.
And you know, I think part of the reason he does that is like some of the stuff that they do, they understand and have data to back up this idea that people burn out and get uninterested
Well,
and leave
It
the game.
happened to me a couple months ago, and for exactly the reason of what they were talking about, running all those quests just to gain a bunch of XP real quick. Like the same 7 quests guaranteed every day, even though I run
Yeah.
other stuff too. It took me about a month and a half, but I was over it after, like 5 epic lives.
Yeah. And they have metrics that say that that's true and happens.
As soon as I read that, I thought, oh my goodness, they're talking about me.
But I don't know. I intend to play on it, but in a sense that like it will probably be in the Static E group, probably with the damsels and or Lessa,
Running.
and a way that is replacing other game time that I play with them as opposed to my main gameplay. But we'll see. It's gonna be different though, because
It's going to be a different game, I think.
a completely different game. Absolutely, because you're talking about you've got to survive levels 1 to. We're not done yet.
Yeah, that's
Voices.
number 1.
I mean, not dying at all is a much different proposition than, not being able to release from a quest or something like that if you're dead.
Yeah, 1 death and you go to purgatory, essentially.
I rested for the night here when I first arrived.
Sandstone?
I see the hobgoblins have fortified
It takes
this
things,
area.
I mean, granted,
Put it
equipment's
recall
a
again,
lot better,
then.
I'm recalling.
but it takes things, I think, back closer to where we started, or where you guys all started.
Well, that's the other
caught up
thing, right?
later.
Like, no one's going to have epic destinies filled or past
Nothing.
lives or gear.
Yeah.
It's
yeah,
going to be
every bit. You're going to be looking for that Mace of Wraith. Again,
it's going to be a slaughter. So, I think it's going to be one of those things that a lot of people are going to try, and most people will be like, all right, I'm done.
I'm okay on that, I think.
Honestly, the best thing about that is the world announcements that they're going to make when people die. That's going to be so freaking awesome.
You think?
and what
That's
they would-
pretty cool.
What's better to do? The best thing that they could do is play the cannon. Like remember on the Hunger Games when
Yeah.
somebody died, they had the
I saw
cannon
your post
shots.
on that.
So have the cannon shots when people die, and then like at the end of the game day, whatever the hell that is, post have something on the in the middle of the air where you have pictures of the people that die, and you hear the Fallen themes song.
Just a forum
Yeah.
post would be just like,
That would
here's
be
all the characters
awesome.
that
And
died.
if you happen to end up in the top 100, you go to the Hall of Heroes forever.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool too.
Look, there's people that are really excited about it.
Be at peace, my
I think there's some
And-
triple completionists that are going to be surprised by the difficulty of the actual
sure.
game.
pain.
We're
I'm
headed
sure.
to Madstone, you said,
Yep.
correct?
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, at the end of the day, though, like, is it gonna draw people from the live servers? Yes. The question is how much, right? Like, that's why they're only doing it as a limited time thing. Well, 90 days is a
This
long
a
time.
place to avoid.
But
Yeah, I'm
then,
actually-
Here will drive you mad.
Sorry.
no, go ahead.
And only death.
I'm actually looking forward to 90 days of some nice quiet TRing.
I
Yeah, a
will
lot less lag.
probably stick my toes in the water. I remember being new, just a mere 10 years ago almost,
Mhm.
and it was tough. But
Blaze
you get with the
calls
right
out after
people,
you.
and you
Burn
can
the
survive.
spear.
You don't have to die.
Stop this
Sure.
madness before we tear ourselves apart.
Yeah, but
That's
I'll do
why-
something stupid that makes people die.
Yeah. That's the real fear. There's gonna be some real rage quitting then.
There was I've seen some people in like you know, they're gonna be taking like teleport as a spell and have that on their hotbar. And
Oh, absolutely.
it's like-
I mean,
I was saying this
D-Door-
idea of like it's all for one and one for all. Ah, monster, run away! Good luck, guys.
until it's me.
On a bluff high above the giant chieftain, a red crystal radiates malign
Let's see.
Blaze looks down at you expectantly.
The luck domain in Cleric, I didn't realize you got displacement with that. And when it popped up for me, it was the happiest moment of my life.
What's still alive out here?
One of the what do you call it? Ogre mages.
Yeah, got 'em.
Okay.
Oh, several, yeah.
Geez, I'm gonna save myself spell points here.
Yeah, I don't think you made them for a second.
Oh, that was easy.
There are bigger bad guys we'll need your help with.
The last giant.
I know how difficult it's going to be, though, because when I try to take one of my like first life iconics into any kind of Reaper with like a Reaper point or two, oh man, it is brutal.
We did several years ago. We got a bunch of people together, the Damsels, Jerry, a bunch of people on the show, and the Lemania server was open, so we rolled Iconics and went and ran Vision of Destruction straight out of the box.
I watched that. You guys got wiped.
Oh, we got creamed.
I remember that.
It was.
Yeah, they are.
I'll be honest. I was shocked how creamed we got.
They are not, I wouldn't say, as optimized as even random gear will give you leveling.
I mean, we changed the build. Like, we didn't just like take the standard builds or anything either. Like, we were.
Yeah,
like-
trying to yeah, set it up.
Yeah. Just got destroyed. So there's gonna be a shock value for a lot of people, and we're gonna-
36-point builds, and
You won't
are
have
we all
that.
gonna start out at
You have
20,
32
28?
Well, I mean, if you own 32-point builds, then you'll have it.
Oh,
Like,
if you
that's a
own
co-
it, okay.
So
Okay.
in one of the interviews, I think it was with Drac from DDO Players News, Sev said essentially that they want us to have, they want it to be as close to the live servers as they can make it. So the idea being that it should feel, or like they want us to have access to most of the tricks that we have, right? So like you could, I think that means things like you could have guild ship, right, and use guild buffs and stuff, and
But you're gonna have to build
You know,
that ship from the ground up, right?
Guild's
So
gonna be level
essentially,
0 when you
it'll be
start.
The one,
Oh.
the one guild that everybody wants to join because
Maybe.
I
think that-
can't imagine as many as in a.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be in a level 58 guild.
Seen from the crater
Uh,
floor lies ahead.
Not
A
this life,
shimmering
anyway.
magic crystal at its top.
And, like I don't even really care that that like tomes would be a thing. It's like fine.
Yeah, people are spending what, 20, 30 bucks on those.
The
So.
seer
Thanks for
stands
keeping the lights on.
before the southern crystal.
Yeah, exactly.
Says the seer.
I'm quite happy with the result, actually.
I will start the ritual now. Protect me.
Let's see. Who wants to stay here? I think I'm gonna move on.
I'll stay here.
I don't think that's gonna get you anywhere, but you can have it
Have
anyways.
one of those. Have one of those two.
I'll move on as well.
No, I'll be fine.
hurt.
You guys can just go. I'll be fine.
Wait here with you.
Sure.
PP company.
The dust and debris underfoot suggests this.
He's a pretty
passage
mean
is
bear.
He's got
I
more
would
hit
kill one
points
of
than like
those.
any two of us put together. He'll be fine.
All right. He's a druid. He can heal himself as well. So.
Here. Oop. Ah.
Yeah, that's right. We go in this door.
The other thing too, like there's definitely people that are super excited about it and will probably come back to the game and probably spend money that wouldn't be playing right now or aren't playing right now.
I think
you guys
there
go?
will be maybe even new players because they know they'll be starting kind of at the ground up on that server. You know what I mean?
I mean, there's certainly people that like that kind of play style too, right? So.
Yeah, absolutely. As I was reading, I can't remember if it was massively overpowered or whatever it was, but as I was reading it, I thought, this would be a way to entice new people into the game.
New people that want more challenge, or there's a whole segment of people that just giving them this idea of a leaderboard is like
to start out as iconics.
I don't know that it matters. They're still gonna be level 1, so.
Oh, they even iconics go to level 1.
Everybody starts at level 1. There's no vet status. There's no iconics.
A bright cascade of lava plummets from height.
There are a lot of pluses with iconics if you're using them right.
I think the builds it'll be interesting to see what people build. It'll be interesting to see how much participation there is. It'll be cautiously. Yeah, there's a lot of things. That's why they're doing it as an experiment. Like,
can I kill him?
over time. That's not very nice.
Did he die? Yeah, he probably died.
This whole use the fiddle to cast every spell thing is a little weird.
Oh yeah, you have a fiddle.
I do have a fiddle.
Must be destroyed, says the seer.
I'll go upstairs.
Stand over here.
Feel the magic source.
That may not be the best.
I am sure.
I'm gonna start working on the next one. Yeah, I hope it's a success. I hope it doesn't impact the main servers too much. I'm cautiously optimistic.
I'll still mostly be playing there, but like if I discover like a group of DDOCaSplatters are playing or something, I might test the waters. Haha, steal the kill.
Yeah, I saw you do that already.
I kind of have a hard time believing that a huge segment of the population is just going to go over there and do a lot of pugging.
There'd be griefing for sure.
Well.
Yeah, the griefing would be out of control, and that's what I'd be worried about.
I think most people are going to leverage static groups more than anything else.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And being self-sufficient, I think, is going to be God tier. Again.
Be curious to see, like, it'd be really neat if they gave us information on, like, what characters were were popular and were effective.
But at least their number has been cut.
I am totally not used to Charm lasting this long.
Almost done, the seer screams.
I grew slightly more mean over the past 2 days. I was playing 2 days ago and was terrible. Day 1 with this new build was tough.
Clonks they were hot for a little while, and then...
Well, there's not a whole lot until you factor in falconry, and falconry kind of changes things. Makes me an alright healer. Getting close to above average healer, and my damage is
What
but
stance are
that
you in?
Falcon is mean. What's that?
What stance are you in?
Water stance. Or ocean
Ooh, a
stance.
bear.
Well, for the 2 wisdom. I'm just
Your
looking for the
sail looks
DCs on my
busy.
owl, really.
There,
I
it's
can
broken.
feel him, the caster of the spell.
Woohoo! Let's go!
It is not what we think. But first, the crystal. My hand
Well, here's the thought I had with the hardcore server.
to fight against me.
Wouldn't be surprised if Autos boxes didn't go on sale during the time frame it was up.
I would probably be wise. Seems somewhat cheapening of that cosmetic, though.
Yeah. That's probably like the one thing I hope they don't put in there. They don't let you get as an Autos box.
Arrows shower down from the entrance to the
guess
crater.
XP pots, I'm kind of like whatever. By the way, you will be able to use daily dice rolls.
Oh, that's nice. That's
Uh-huh.
a nice touch. Is it this way,
So-
Kevin?
If
I was
you-
following you, dude. I'm sorry.
That's not a good idea in Madstone. I'm always following somebody else. But Shears is here. She can lead us.
But there is something to be said about this idea
thought it was this
that
way.
daily dice rolls are in effect. So if you're a VIP, you could say go on there once a week and roll your gold roll. Or if you're a season pass holder, you could go on there every day and roll a gold roll. And at the end of the 90 days, you could transfer a character off of that server with all of that lovely extra gold rolls.
Yeah, 1 a week, and the gold rolls turn up
Of
some
course,
pretty
leave it to
nifty
Patrick
little
to
things.
figure out how to benefit from.
Oh,
Hang on.
my wife figured that out long before today.
Hey man, the divers don't mess around.
The cliff lies the
Nope.
North Crystal.
We know how to yoink the game.
There's a show title. There's an episode title for tonight.
Yoink
Yoinking
the game. How to Yoink the Game by Lava Divers.
I'll stay down here. You guys go ahead and go up.
Includes
Your
not
job should be
diving in lava.
Too hot to handle is a dangerous place for us.
The seer awaits you all,
Yeah.
nervously looking at the ground
Go up-
above and
I'll go up on the
Too
top.
hot to handle is a dangerous place for everybody.
That's true.
begins.
That'll be one probably a year and a half from now. I finally tell you, oh, I finally ran it.
Jeez, everything's dying so fast.
Yeah, we're not going to even think about doing this the cheesy way.
Oh, that's probably too many up top. No, he's down there. He's got that.
I mean, they only
Alright.
come 2 at a time on the bottom.
Got a D door on you, Otzi?
Yes, I do.
I have one.
You are a good man. Oh yeah, you can too.
What the hell did I play a sorcerer for?
Well,
Blow
most
stuff up?
orcs don't. Yeah.
Where
most
is that?
orcs Don't stock D door.
What element are you?
The seer calls out,
Water.
keep them at bay.
That's right, we talked
I
about
think-
that.
I think fire really used to not be the best, but has picked up since a lot of the late game.
Well,
Otzi the Iceman was a Cro-Magnon man that they pulled out of the ice in Antarctica.
Oh.
fire
Maybe
lost
after that.
favor because they started making a bunch of things immune to fire
Yeah,
because it was too
absolutely.
easy, right? And then they gave sorcerers the ability to bypass immunity. So I think ice is the best if you want like single target. I think it does the most damage.
Yeah, I think you're right with
And part of that is because you don't take a penalty to electric with so you can get the electric dot and the acid dots going too.
Oh yeah.
But,
yeah, your dots are killer and ice.
yeah.
I've read that.
I think acid is. I generally think of fire as the best for like acid or fire being better for AOE and electric being kind of in the middle.
Yeah, I'll probably be running Sork. I'm not sure. Sork, Artificer, or apparently Alchemist next life.
I mean, Alchemist isn't probably coming out until like
Update
44, which was probably going to be like Halloween time frame.
They said after Halloween, actually.
I mean, it's
Well,
that
I
would be
mean-
the Night Revels update. Probably.
I will probably, as we level up, I'll probably actually swap in an actual full cleric just to be a decent healer for you guys. But if Finn does okay, then I'm not gonna restrict.
Comes from the spire.
There's
Remnants.
Go now.
The remnants up top. Ooh, 55. Nice.
This madness.
I didn't get 55. You stole the good ones.
Yeah, well, you
kidding.
I got 6.
I got 9. Don't feel
Where
too
did you
bad.
guys?
Drop down.
All right, where'd you guys go?
Drop down.
If you look down, there's
Oh, across the
door over
lava.
Yeah.
Are we doing the bonus?
Yup.
Somebody's really mean. Still pulling a kill here or there, but
Sure's a Saphir using
I think that's you.
disrupting
who's being
stuff. I can't even get to it before half the stuff's
Ancient
dying.
giants rise from their
I think we
slumber.
all feel that way today, which is a good thing.
This intrusion.
This is significantly easier than what we were doing
Yes.
last week, so-
Absolutely.
Skeletal enchantments
Hey, rim chest.
did not cause
Oh,
the
rim
Mudstone
chest.
Spell. They used powerful magic to defend it. It will go easier now that they are gone.
Now, strength being a dump stat for a monk has its ramifications that I've run up against.
Going out of center.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's a pain.
So for now, until I get to 16 and I can buy a +5 gem from Giant Hold, actually, I have got a pile of Bull's Might pots, but just didn't fit in.
I usually, on my monk, until I get a strength item slotted, I don't even pick up, like, armors. Armor's what's heavy.
Oh yeah, absolutely. As soon as I sold the armor in my inventory, I was fine.
Yep.
Look, the gate to the spire
Usually
is
how it
gone
goes.
down, and a horde of maddened
I think it was
monsters
actually
coming
heavy
for it.
armor too, and yeah, definitely. I have a fair bit of. You can detour, Kevin. Or are you up
You can
the
walk
hill?
out the door. There's a door by the shrine that'll take you to the main area.
The crater's large central spire lies beyond a gate of bone. Does the caster of the madness magic wait atop that peak? A narrow ramp winds up to
It's
the
funny, I
top
was looking at my
of the
numbers
spire.
yesterday,
At
like
its
to
peak,
hit
the
and
true caster
spell
of the
points and
Madstone spell
hit points and
waits.
AC and stuff. I'm like, man, this could be bad. These numbers are all pretty
A
low.
skeletal warlock. This must
And,
be the source
uh,
of Madstone
Lo and behold, at this level, this stuff's all pretty effective.
Yeah, you've
don't really need that much.
taken that.
The skeleton warlock that was casting the
He didn't
Madstone
last very
spell
long.
is no more.
It's got no hit points.
My
But
warlock
why was
lasts
it here
way
in the
longer
first
than that.
place? Perhaps
You don't need an
Graves
axe
and
of a
his
Daxus?
seers have answers.
That's a good axe. It's got like an expanded crit range or something, right? No, it's a ×4. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I
Extra crit
got a
multiplier.
girdle.
Ooh, hey, give that to the monk. He needs some strength.
I was just gonna ask you that. Fennicus, you want to wear this girdle? You lose a
Yeah, but
point
he's
of
gonna be
wisdom,
dull
but
and stupid if he does.
No. We're gonna get somewhere where I have to heal eventually, and I have the pouch, mini pouched belt of the healer there. So
okie dokie.
Oh,
it's a pretty belt though. It's probably bound to character on equip anyway.
Voices.
Hey, we missed somebody.
What?
Voices.
You gotta come back to the giant. Talk to him.
I know, but we missed the ogre mage.
Oh.
Oh, we left him for you.
That's good, because I killed him.
Used to hide their dirty tricks. A curse upon
What did we
their
run that on?
heads.
Elite.
Delete.
Elite.
This
Yeah.
is a place to
Remember, we're gonna
Taking it
save
easy
it.
on us this week, huh?
Well, I figured we're gonna do this in epics too. We may as well save the Reaper XP for there. You know, when by that
you just
time-
you get first time Reaper XP. I didn't realize
Such an XP hole.
that.
by the time we get there, we should be getting, you know, the changes should have come out, so it'll be a little
You're calling
easier.
again?
Yeah, run into pop. Kind of easier to run from the beginning.
I am.
I'm gonna sell and repair
Lawful
just in
good
case
for
I have too
once.
much in my inventory.
I'm also really short, which is fun.
Yeah,
If you ask
are
him nicely,
gnome
maybe the
after
bear will give you a ride.
Oh, that would be
Nope.
awesome.
Oh,
I'm so light he won't even notice.
If he does notice, you're dead.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's got to bite
You
the
you can
middle of
ride in
back.
his
I don't
you
think he
can
do
ride in
that.
his jaws.
Oh, you went pure druid.
Yep, I'm gonna stay that way too.
Okay,
Nice.
be interesting to see.
Oh, man.
The
Not that I
faster
would've
attack
rather.
speed I'm a fiend for, so
Yeah,
I only
there
get
you go.
that if I stay pure. So
This way. I had to
I'd
think
like to
about it for a
try-
second.
I'd like to
Right.
try out a pure druid wolf, especially once the nerf kicks in.
You weren't a pure druid wolf last life?
No.
Nope.
So
Even
we were
your-
both
even your
druid
kitty said
mixes last life. Or no, I was a wizard last life. They go so fast sometimes.
Ideally.
Yeah. Sometimes.
That's the hope, right?
Yeah, that's always the dream.
Oh, it's time to reincarnate again. Oh, I just reincarnated yesterday. 1 to 30 in a day. Oh, that'd be beautiful.
Oh, that was silliness.
Uh-oh.
Alright, beautiful.
Of course, here's a thought about, you know, being iconic might not be a bad idea, even though you start at level 1. At level 15, would you still get the package of gear?
Yeah, that's a good
I-
thought.
Yeah, that's a good question. They've probably had to put a fair bit of work into coming up with all the answers to these questions.
An ancient observatory.
Maybe.
From the giants of old. What secrets does it keep? What lies
I'm assuming everyone knows how to get
in
here.
its depths?
For the most part, I'm already on my way.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just realized my
If I don't fall
Right,
off
next
the
feet pot
dragon,
running.
I just did.
Pop's my favorite of the
The
flaggers.
door
uh,
opens. Beyond it
in
lies the
principle,
prison of the
but in
great
all
magical
actuality,
area, blocks entry into the chamber, marked with the symbol of Dale
Cabal is my
Does it
favorite
serve
because it
you
replaced
out?
the Crucible.
Or something
So-
else in.
oh, what's wrong with the Crucible?
I love the quest. It's just
Not wrong.
relatively difficult and it's not soloable. So that's somewhat frustrating for a
You
guy
can
who
sort of solo it.
Yeah,
Etched into
Can
the
you?
it's really
ground
annoying.
is the
Can you
A little
get
bit.
through
for brain
the?
of Da'Anfi.
You need
You
a
Have a
hireling.
and
Or a pet.
shape to take some kind
Pet,
of
yeah.
door.
And the hireling keeps running around and not doing what you want him to, so it takes a really long time.
That makes sense though. That's better than some of the like the Necro 1 stuff where that's not enough.
The chamber has been
True.
ruined beyond repair. The once glowing symbol of Irian sits lifeless at its center.
Now I honestly feel a little bit challenged, and I'm gonna have to solo the Crucible.
You scheduled a long time for it.
Yeah, I get in moods where I'm just trying
Probably not as
to
bad as
set-
soloing the pit.
Yeah, the pit's pretty bad.
First time I soloed the pit, it took me 2 hours.
I think.
Oh.
But I'd never been in there before, and Cap was like 12 at the time.
Hey, same here. And first time I did the pit, it was a solo.
Another barrier
And it-
blocks access
I
to
didn't
the
realize you could
DDO
read the
chamber.
manual,
It seems this chamber holds
so it was a lengthy process.
That would help.
In all of my pit runs, though, I've only pulled one Muck Doom.
You had 3 or 4 at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I know you love the pit nowadays. It is great XP.
It's not like I run it a whole bunch, though.
The chamber
You run it
marked
like by the
every
every heroic life, don't you?
No.
In ruins.
Oh, I
One
thought
of
you did.
Nimbus's
No.
The pit is one of my favorite
lieutenants
quests.
turned into a makeshift camp.
Torque is very proud of the fact that he's the guy who designed it. He's very proud of the fact that it's consistently on. Like if you ask someone for their top 5 worst or least favorite quests or top 5 favorite quests, the pit pretty much always shows up on one of them. He's very happy about that.
The pit
it's memorable.
is- Yeah.
Yeah.
If nothing
it
else,
is.
it's quite memorable.
I just think it's fun.
You need to see a doctor.
A door with an intricate locking mechanism bars any further progress.
Like your floating crown there.
The great door opens.
Thank
to
you.
reveal some
A little off
of the
center.
doors to the control room
Oops.
fly shut.
You by yourself?
Moon
Yeah, we'll be fine.
echoes through the room.
Anybody happen to get the lever configuration?
Lifeless
I'm
bones,
going back.
The
Yeah.
force of his magic
Oh.
fading
Oh,
from the
Patrick got it.
Guess you could go up through the general chat here.
He just typed it again.
Woohoo!
As the valve locks into place, the barrier to the central chamber vanishes.
I feel like we should do all the rooms.
Yeah.
I love
we
doing all
should.
the rooms. There are a couple of cool toys that come out of here too.
That might be the loud room. I don't care about the loud room. I actually
Well, let
saw
me bring
someone.
it-
I actually saw someone die in that room. A monk die in that room twice.
In the
Somebody
lava
is
room?
somebody lawful?
the-
Oh, I'm lawful. I'm lawful good if you
I'm
want to do
lawful
that.
The
good.
symbol for
No,
the
I-
flame of
I don't know how-
Da'Anfi glows
I didn't even know it was
brightly in the
possible,
center
but
of this
he
room.
Go
literally
ahead, go
died
ahead.
twice.
Two receptors hold
ahead,
blue
go ahead.
orbs lit by sparkling magic
Uh,
power.
what do you got to tell them?
You gotta
Read-
answer
read the
honestly
question.
and
It's-
nicely like a lawful good person would.
Yeah, it's not hard.
You do whatever the law says. You don't stray from that.
No matter how hard it sounds, or whatever, you got to do exactly what the lawful thing is.
Yep. If your brother stole money, you gotta turn him in.
Well, he's a criminal. Of
I
course you
feel.
turn him
You
in.
know what? To be honest, I've never read these.
I've done this
Guy.
room. Oh, sorry.
They're not hard.
No.
Hold on a
no.
second.
Easy answers.
There.
Like a champion.
Like a guy who's been playing this game for too long.
Got him. Thank you, though. I'll get the door. You guys got it in there.
No, the doggy can get the door.
What's
Okay,
this one?
The Marut.
You'll find out.
All of them are out. Okay.
The portal to the
Gotta be
plane
careful with
of
those dogs, though.
opens.
I've grabbed the orb out with the dog a few times.
Hanging corpses of long dead as the last of the dead are laid to rest. The room returns to its original state. The orbs at the back of the room are no longer engaged. The symbol
Fennekus, you
for the
running is
plane of
hilarious.
Fernia is seared into this
Especially when you hit
chamber,
that haste boost.
and every surface is covered with a thick layer of ash.
Oh, my little legs going ticky 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 ticky
Yes.
with my monk levels for speed. Oh, I love it. I love it so much.
Hold on. Doggy doesn't want to do it.
As the plane of Fernia becomes coterminous with our own, flames engulf the walls and lava flows from the portal. The room cools as the final fire
Loot.
is quenched. The orbs go dark in their sockets.
Tower shield, go bye bye. No fun toys.
You doing inquisitive or?
Yes.
It's hard to tell with the
the
the Marut armor on there.
is covered in long dead vines.
How does that work? You get both?
Yeah.
Yeah, it just looks weird.
As the portal
Looks like someone didn't consider it, but knew they wanted it to.
moss and shrubbery quickly engulf the room
Ah,
around.
got knocked over.
Yeah, that happens. I had one run in here where like I just had the worst luck or terrible timing or something, and he pinned me against the lightning barrier.
The orbs
Oh,
He kept
nice.
knocking me down into the lightning barrier. Some poor guy was trying to keep me alive healing, which he did for a little bit. Didn't last long.
The symbol of Maybar
Arcot's got 'em all.
marks this chamber. The dim light within has a dark, foreboding air. The plane of Maybar opens, and darkness surrounds you. Light quickly returns, and the shadows recede as the endless night is banished. The orbs in the room are free for the taking.
Hey, football starts soon.
Wow. For us.
I bet you guys are
Symbol for the
super
plane of
excited.
Lucifer fills this chamber with an
Did you hear
Basketball
what
starts
happened?
about the
Did
same
you hear what
time.
happened to J.J. Watts when he
Sharp,
was in Green Bay?
Broke a kid's
Broke some-
bicycle.
He broke some poor kid's bike, but he offered to pay for it. So
Yeah, I mean he's a stand-up guy. Of course he's gonna pay for it.
Turns to your fingers as
Hey.
the final creature falls. The orbs no longer power.
There's a remnant over here.
planar cell.
I don't think anyone's shocked by that he's gonna pay for the kid's bike that he broke.
How do you break it?
He sat
Sit
on
on
it.
He's a 300-pound guy. He sat on a little kid's tiny little bike.
the kid was pretty. The kid was pretty small, so it wasn't a good move.
You find
No.
yourself in the center of a battleground as the plane of Shabarath.
Oh, you think
will
so?
Emerge the victor in this small piece of the Shabarath battleground.
I can't remember the last time I
Orbs
killed
in their
her.
sectors are now
There's a rem
lightless
chest.
and dark.
the rem chest is more exciting than the actual loot chest.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
I was trying to
shrine.
think what comes in there for the name loot. Like
That was
is
the
it scimitar?
it's not it's not a Kopesh, it's
A bastard sword?
I thought it was a scimitar, but it's a sword of some kind.
yeah, it's a sword.
You can go
You
ahead. We
might be
don't
right.
care.
Maybe it
I
might
don't
be in.
know of a scimitar that comes out of here, but you know, I get surprised everyone. Oh, it may have been.
Oh, it's a falcata.
Right, but in the
So-
game, is it they classify as a?
As the portal opens, the
No,
teeth
falcata
of
is a different
sorrow
zone weapon.
cut sharply through
It's
the
not very
walls.
good, but
The madness has been driven from this place for good.
except in Pathfinder, it has the same crit profile and multiplier as the Kopesh does in DDO.
I think it's
So it's
probably
the best
classified
sword
as a
in that game.
Kopesh. Because it's not like a totally unique weapon though. It's like
I'm up here in the room when you're ready.
All the way down.
The falcata, though. What
The
weapon
final
is?
orb
What do they
lights
classify
its
it
receptor.
as?
That's a slashing
Almost
weapon.
It's a giant.
A fresh
Say
Scimitar.
royal scimitar.
No,
that
falchion would be the giant
fades
scimitar.
into the room.
Yeah.
Anyway,
yeah, okay.
we're ready.
Okay,
The
coming.
switch locks into place.
Wiki has it as
A
the royal
magical
scimitar.
voice comes from above.
There's a
Yeah,
bastard sword in
yeah.
the Fernia
Chamber
spot.
will seal
That's
on the
Cherouge's
count of
Inferno.
10.
Yeah. You know that one by name, but not the royal scimitar by name.
Yeah.
I don't blame you.
That royal scimitar is one of the first weapons that had vulnerability on it. So there's that. I'm a silver lining kind of guy myself.
Visibly wounded.
Oh, that poor guy doesn't stand a chance. He
Smoke.
got to
The
teleport
ancient
once.
Warforged
Did somebody pick it up?
screams out as its body falls. Any
No.
other secrets it held are now lost. Its
You want me
destiny
to?
Yeah,
detach
Fennicus, you pick it up.
a
Oh, there it
dark
is.
secret
I was like, where is
energy
it?
surges within
Usually we have the hireling pick it up.
It would be safer to let Nimbus collect the
I think
ancient
somebody did pick it up.
artifact for
Or he
himself.
tried to pick it up twice.
See,
One of the two.
tried to pick it up twice.
You can die from such a thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just double click on it one time, and doesn't matter if it stays on the floor or not. You got it.
It stays
Yeah,
on the
this
floor.
is-
You don't pick it up. That's the point.
This is something you don't want to do on the hardcore server.
Well, at least don't,
well,
like,
no, I
pick it
learned
up.
it now.
Somebody want the dream visor?
Probably not me,
No
but
thanks.
I remember when that thing was like the.
Oh yeah.
I pulled
Yeah,
the.
I have one too. If anybody
Ooh,
else wants.
dream visor. Actually, I think I already have one.
It's a roguey type thing, I guess. Dream vision.
Spot
Come
though.
on.
That's good for.
Voices.
That's good too.
So
Yes,
when the
I-
Dream
I like-
Visor like first came out, and this is one of the dumbest things I ever did in DDO. Somebody offered me 2 Autos boxes for it, and I turned them down.
Really?
Oh my god.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's one of those things you'll look back on.
Well, it was like one of those things like everyone's going for, right? And it's like, oh, I got it. That's cool. I'll give you this big thing for it. Like, no, I'm gonna keep it. God, that was stupid.
Yeah.
Like 3 weeks later, the next pack was out, and no one was wearing it anymore. I'm like, damn
Yeah,
it.
I remember Finn had that on for a brief moment
Yeah.
back in his first life.
We are under a severe thunderstorm warning.
Woohoo!
That's got to be coming my way then.
Repair everything. Sell
Hmm.
everything. And I have got to figure out, even if I just buy a
Do you want
strength 4 item.
Do you want some Wisdom 8 goggles? Level 17?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I've got the Wisdom 8 goggles with. I've got the collective sight. which can be made to look fairly pretty.
Hey, Pearl Power.
Because that's what's important.
Well, no, I more so mean
There we
from a
go.
gameplay perspective. It's no matter what stat you choose, but
Oh yeah. It's very customizable for sure.
yeah, I mean, there you go. That's what I did with it. So, and I have actually some.
Oh,
some
that's
of
very
the,
nice. Yeah, a lot of wisdom. Yeah.
And the temperance of belief meshes pretty well with all that. So
I'm sure you got all the what do you call it, feeds?
10
A
of them so far.
religious lore or whatever.
Yep,
Yeah.
10 of them. Caps at 50 for Monk though. MRR does, is that right?
Correctamundo.
That's rough.
Yeah, it sucks.
Don't get him started.
Oh,
Abort.
please
Abort.
don't.
So, back to football.
The saves are amazing on a Monk though, so.
Only gets you so far.
I don't know what I think of football this year. Literally don't know what to think. Every year there are surprises. So
Basketball over yet?
basketball was over many. Well, it never stops. They do like USA and this, but NBA has been over since early June.
Mm-hmm.
So what's next? We running tour?
Tour.
Ooh.
So
We're
got to
killing
talk to
dragons?
Crag.
Where is the...
Who do we have to talk to?
You got to talk to this stone giant named Crag, and I'm standing right next to him right now.
There he is.
There he is.
Just look for the big bear. That was much easier to find.
Then the
Right?
giant that's
The
like twice
huge
the size.
giant.
I mean, I
Yeah.
guess the bear stands out a little more in the sense that he's the only bear around.
Yeah. It was both a joke and serious. So.
A giant glowers down at you from a high ledge.
So are the Seahawks going to be any good?
Probably decent.
He shouts.
What about the Packers?
Gonna kick the Seahawks' ass.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. Kind of curious about the
Got a
Packers
hot new
little bit.
coach, and
The Packers will go as far as Aaron Rodgers can carry them on his bad knee.
Yeah, that's kind of the point, I think.
it's bad shoulder.
Whatever it is. He's like, what, 37? Ooh, hey, hello.
Tom Brady's like 85, and he still carries that team to championship after championship.
Does he, though?
He's
I mean,
206.
Bill Belichick
He
is...
just got a big bonus too.
Oh, Bill Belichick's a big part of that, but
Yeah.
I mean,
Tom Brady had almost nothing to do with the fact that the highest scoring offense of the season was held to 3 points in the Super Bowl.
no, Belichick's clear. I cannot remember for the life of me, but he said something out loud for once that wasn't kind of condescending and rude. And I remember thinking, that guy is freaking brilliant. So, yeah.
When I think it's not taking anything away from Tom Brady as a quality football player, but I mean, or Belichick as a great coach, but it's hard to tell where one begins and the other ends, right?
It really is. Well, and you wonder if Belichick would be able to continue that with another quarterback, because he couldn't do it with Bledsoe before he subbed him in, and he ended up starting kicking butts.
They were a wild card team with Matt Castle, I think, when Brady was out for a year. When Brady's knee got blown up.
Yeah,
I don't think they won the division.
But that tandem, more than any like quarterback, wide receiver, I think I'll go at least have some history to it. There's a remnant hanging out under that dead giant.
Ooh, ow.
If you're a dwarf lover, this is the quest for you, though. You get to kill so many giants in here.
Gnomes typically like killing giants too, though, don't they?
I've been punching them. We mostly like killing drow. Or well, I'm a Sfurfneblin.
The guards rush
deep
through
gnome.
the door to do you in.
Yeah, however you say that.
The last of the
I don't
Bless
know.
you.
SVIR. How do you Sfurfneblin?
Some ancient giant.
Yeah, that's right.
Mr. Beaker, how do you pronounce it?
Let's stay away from that one.
I feel like it's
Because I feel like just
pretty
because I like listening to you guys embarrass yourselves.
Hey, Sfurfneblin is
Sawajin.
Come to GaryCon and ask the guys who wrote the book with Gary. Believe it or not, that's what happens a lot at the show.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
At a certain point, when you're translating a name into common, try to do it phonetically. That's what I think. Sawujin is nowhere.
I mean, when you're a DM, when you're trying to come up with a random name, just pick random letters and consonants.
Yeah.
Seems to work pretty good.
That's that manta ray, that evil manta ray, the Ixalactyl thing.
Perhaps others of
Sure.
these ancient giantish barriers were deactivated as well.
We just called it a Fred.
I could have taken 0 Claire, given what we've done so far, because, you know, I'm sure that's indicative of what we'll see in the future episodes of DDOCaSplat.
The magical
But I could have taken
giantish
0
barrier is
levels
down.
of Cleric and
You
been
are
fine.
free to move deeper into the Tor.
Yeah, it'll get harder.
I'm
A
Don't forget
narrow
you're running with
passage
me.
is buried under
I mean,
these
next week we'll be
rocks.
running a raid, so.
Through the narrow passage is a
That's
small
true,
hiding
but
place,
it's
and in it is
amongst the
kobold you
easier
saw
raids.
before.
I mean,
Nope.
we'll probably be running it with 6 people, so.
I'm sure we'll put up an LFM. We got a couple takers.
We splitting up here?
Yep. You used to have to split up. You used to have to pull these over at the same time.
How many went right? Or west?
Oh my god, Shears, I didn't even see you under all those giants.
Well, that was mean.
You find a crevice concealed by rubble here. It is just large enough to crawl through.
I don't have Creator Shout yet, so I don't have any crowd control against these guys. Luckily, they seem to be dying pretty quick, so, you know.
Oh, splitting up again.
You're splitting up the split up party? Oh boy. This could get exciting.
Go this way, guys.
Oh,
We wait until they open this door.
Get this one?
As the lever clicks into place,
We
one
must have
of
already
the
killed the
two
guys that are
faces
hiding
near
in
the
all those
far
places.
door lights up.
Should you guys lever pulled or not pulled?
Ancient
There we go.
Oh,
There it goes.
grind deep underfoot. The path forward has opened. The Portal Master stands with maddened eyes, casting an elaborate spell. As you did not have to come here to die. The glowing statue breaks. The Portal Master snarls.
Voices.
I can cast it just as well with one.
Oh, that's funny. My voice has been on this whole time. That's great.
Where's the
So- I actually don't have one on this guy.
You can run that if you want.
When
One day,
the
just
dragons
holler at me and I'll
come
run through it with you.
out, the Portal Master threatens.
There we go.
The Portal Master staggers and falls.
Should we go kill some dragons?
I want to kill dragons. I love killing
Heck
dragons.
yeah. I haven't done this in like 8 years. Probably 9 now.
You've been gone for 8 years.
Beware. There are
Black, blue, or white?
3
It's like black.
of them.
Ooh. Ow.
So I have a feeling on the core
Oh.
server though that you're gonna see a lot more hard run than you used to.
What do you mean?
Meaning like everybody not starting out the game going for elite,
Come on, target him. There we go.
especially on well, certain quests. Once you have guild buffs up to 30, sure, but quests like the Butcher's Path can be life ending. Where'd you guys go?
Live dangerously.
Die dangerously.
That's why this isn't lasting very long.
You guys were hanging out back there, okay. Ooh, double-digit kills.
Woohoo! These. That's the wrong button.
Ooh, remnants. Woohoo.
Remnants, where?
Yeah, we all turn around.
In the middle of those stairs over there. I'm actually missing a couple of points. I don't have any range power tomes, and I don't have one of my MRRs. So, but I believe I have all the remnants that I need to make that happen.
If you want the bigger remnant tomes, you need Threads of Fate.
I know. I've got a few though. What do you need? 250? Does that sound right?
What do you want, acid before we go in there?
Portal, you hear a low,
Yes, please.
steady hissing of air and smell a terribly acrid odor.
It sure couldn't hurt.
What is it?
I got myself though. Thank you.
What element does it not like?
It does not. An acid? Is that lightning?
Anything but acid.
Okay.
I don't think there's one that's like makes it vulnerable or anything. If that's what you're asking.
Oh yeah, this is the.
Hello.
Giant needs a little more work than the. It's catching up.
Whoa.
Oh
Ooh,
boy.
I don't know what
Got breathed right on me.
Go ahead and kill him.
The final spew of acid signals the death.
Okay.
Hey, there's acid spires in there.
Hmm.
They shoot acid.
I know.
Yeah, thanks for letting me know.
I moved out of that one.
Well, it's a black dragon, so
Did we get their stones, or are they still back there?
I'm good.
Thank you.
This was hardcore. You'd be dead. Dead is dead. Where's the chest? I didn't get all this loot. Oh man. You know what they need to do while the hardcore server's up? Mimic
What's
hunt.
that? Oh, that would be ridiculous.
What? I
The
missed
mimic
that.
hunt.
Oh,
That would
brother.
be awesomely ridiculous.
Mimic hunt during the event.
Make you terrified to even open
Now that
the
it's online, now of course it'll happen.
actually need.
But like
Oh, that's such a good idea.
it can't be you can't turn it off mimic hunt, right? Like no spray or anything. Just
Oh no.
Does anybody want this wisdom ring?
no thank you.
I kind of wish that a mimic hunt was on all the time. Maybe at a lower percentage,
What
but
is that? Oh,
like
no.
never goes away. Oh, 3 black dragons.
I would
There
use
you
that
go.
ring.
Okay.
We should all get 3. Because we're not late.
I only got 2.
Ring of the Storm.
I don't even
Reaver
know what I got. I
Prophecy.
wasn't paying attention.
But if the cleric wants it first, that's
No, it's whoever's likes it.
I passed it to you, so you can pass it to him if you want.
To
okay.
whom?
Thank you.
Oh.
To me,
No,
because
I
I
don't
will
want
use it.
You take it.
Most definitely, I will use it.
Did everybody leave?
Yep.
I haven't yet. I'm still
Yep.
getting my piles of gold. Because I'm greedy like that.
Let's see. Not a lot, really.
What else has been in here? Hang on. Stupid map.
I went this way, and then this way.
Ugh.
Like this way.
You guys going to the center?
Cast-
Yeah, we went to blue.
Oops. I went the wrong way.
Looks like, yeah, turn right at your next door.
Lose somebody?
I don't know.
Nope. I was just getting piles of gold, but I'm coming.
No, I meant on the Discord. Discord beeped. Hello. Hey, Fen, you're not a rogue anymore.
Boy, that trap hurt.
Yeah, that wasn't
Good.
fun at all. Man, I'm gonna be terrible at this hardcore thing.
That's funny. Yeah,
That's okay. I think most people are gonna be terrible at it.
That makes me feel a little better. I haven't actually come this far in tour for a little while. I
did
totally
somebody
spaced
grab
those
Fen
traps.
there? Or?
I suppose we could just raise him, huh?
Yeah, that'd probably be a good idea.
Have to. Thanks,
Yeah, I'm
sir.
going ahead looking for more traps.
All right, playing a fiddle with a res scroll is a little weird. When we were still doing permadeath, this is as far as we got. Like we got all the way up
Oh,
to
yeah?
here, yeah. And we died in the black dragon room. That's where we died. I don't remember if
I
we
think
did
there-
any other dragons first or not.
Oh, this is the one that Beavis talks about. He had to kill himself because he was alive, but it was permadeath. But he was alive.
Not sure why that means he has to kill himself, but
Because he couldn't recall out of the. For some reason, he said he couldn't recall.
Couldn't-
probably he was taking damage, so he couldn't get out.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's this
I
button.
think it was one of those things that like we were kind of cruising through everything, went to the dragon room, and just got ding, 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 ding. Like, oh, that was hard. What happened?
All right, lightning. Oops, that's the wrong one.
As the portal flickers into existence, a voice sound drifts of gleaming gold cover much.
I don't know
of
if
the
it's
room.
true anymore, but I've heard from the piles of gold you can pull an ion stone and so forth.
I've gotten augments, plenty of augments over the years. Let's get out of the way here.
The dragon's lightning crackles all around you. It's coursing through the gold beneath your feet.
Oh, Nimbus.
Are these baby dragons?
Juvenile?
Close are we?
Pretty close.
Everybody's ready.
Kill.
The blue dragon's lightning.
Yeah, they look a lot smaller.
But they're not adult dragons.
Yeah,
I don't
they-
remember
they
what
get-
age they are officially.
Are they adults in the epic stuff?
No, they're the same size.
Mm-mm.
Are they?
No, the graphics are always the same.
I wasn't sure 100%.
Oh, anybody want the Skyvault shield? I already have one.
Yeah, that's fun.
I'm not gonna be able to use it on this guy. Binds to equip. Oh, it binds to equip. Okay.
Yeah.
Nobody? It's actually one of my favorite shields.
Let me see.
That's a neat shield. Three blue dragons.
No, nobody wants it. All right.
I got the
what is
arcing
it? I
sky.
couldn't find it.
Hmm?
Skyvault
What's that?
Shield.
No, we don't have any art,
I don't need that.
and I am
Okay.
running a level 9 art.
Does anybody need an arcing sky?
I got one. Thank
No
you, though.
thanks.
Beautiful.
Shriny, shrine.
It's a good thing I have haste boost so I can keep up with you guys.
We're moving pretty fast. It's kind of fun,
Hey,
actually.
nothing- Yeah, I love it.
Get some good conversation or a good movie on and just cruise through stuff. It's gonna be fun.
Ben and I were talking beforehand about because he had seen The Boys. Did everybody see the trailer for Carnival Row, which actually looks pretty good?
I don't know anything about
Nope.
it.
It is. Imagine 1800s London, and it was full of mythical creatures like fairies and
Oh,
orcs and
yeah,
stuff
I
like
have
that.
seen that trailer.
Oh, maybe I have seen it. I don't remember.
North and west.
So like a teaser, I think, that was like
That's not right.
really.
There's a full-fledged
Vague.
trailer out now.
I didn't actually check out the trailer. The Boys was not disappointing, to say the least. I still love the Tick way more than probably a grown man should, but I was running back to catch up with the rest of the group. Let's go, Z-Spay.
Where are you guys going?
On to the next dragon. You're going the wrong way.
Woohoo!
I wasn't moving.
A couple of little buffs here. Whereas like now, buffs, especially like running in this group at this time, seem pointless. I'm sure in 10 days it will no longer seem pointless to have like bark skin on it, though.
Maybe.
I don't know. I mean, without all the tomes, and I think it's gonna get interesting.
Oh boy.
All those guys are on our side.
Casting Sleet Storm.
Get rid of that with one of these. Nope, nope, I guess not.
Apparently not. Were those your Wind Howler bracers?
Oh, I have the spell. I'm gonna take a couple of non-ice spells
Damage
just in
spells.
case. I mean, battle was gonna be a toughie.
Well, the next one's going to be tough for you.
I don't know. Is the giant's not immune to cold, is he?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, damage resistance at very least. Alright, I got cold if anybody wants it.
Surprisingly cold air drifts through the portal as you find yourself standing on slick ice in a vast room.
Anybody
You
need
are
freedom?
not alone.
I do not. That is one I do not have.
Right,
No,
does
thanks.
anyone need it? I have it. Asking if anyone needs it.
Got all those scrolls still?
Alright, I'm gonna concentrate on the stone giant then. Damage. Oh,
Alright, dragon's about done.
when?
Kill the dragon.
Yep, kill him.
A final whimpering burst of cold
Cool.
heralds
Woohoo.
the death of the white dragon.
That was quick too, relatively speaking.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching DDO Easy.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Who brought the staples button?
There you go. The Forgotten Craft. That's fun.
Ooh, Helm of the White Dragon.
There you go.
What do I have?
Gloves of the Forgotten Craft.
Does anybody want those? I don't need them.
What?
No thanks.
Nope.
No.
Oh, I got scales from each chest. I'll take it.
You automatically do now. They up the
You do.
drop rates. Yeah.
And the drop rates seem to have gone up a lot. Because I got 3 from each, so I didn't realize.
I think you get one for each difficulty level.
It's a little more random than that, but
Yeah, I got 3 for the last 2, but only 2 for the black dragon.
yeah.
I gotta
Seems
run,
like
guys.
the items are dropping often.
I got 3, 2, and
Hi,
3.
Shirza.
Thanks for watching DDOCaSplat. Hope you enjoyed it, watching us take it easy and kick some butt. We'll be back next Wednesday. We're running the Reaver's Fate raids. That'd be a lot of fun. You can watch our past shows and our weekly DDO news and discussion podcast at DDOCast.com or our YouTube DDOCast page. You can also watch DDOCast live on our Twitch page, twitch.tv/DDOCast. There will be a show this weekend. There was not one last weekend because of things. We should have a lot of fun talking about hardcore server and XP updates, the XP changes, and all that kind of fun stuff. You can check out DDO.com for the official DDO stream calendar, the DDO forums, or to download and play DDO yourself. You can follow us on Twitter at DDOCast. And don't forget to check out D&D Night on DDO stream this Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. It will be the DDOCaSplat group, the one that I am DMing. I promise, guys, I will not try that hard to kill you this time around.
What?
Thanks for
Patrick
watching.
is constant
Or make
Reaver
promises you can't keep.
I tried. tried
Can't
really hard last time. I won't be trying that hard this time. Thanks for watching.